Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another video guide for Ark Survival Evolved. Today in this video, folks, I'm going to be showing you how to tame the Diplocaulus. That's a very weird name, probably butchered it. First thing you'll need is the simple kibble. That is the best thing to tame, especially if it is a high level. You'll want some bolas, and I recommend that you use some darts to knock it out. You can, of course, also use the crossbow with the trank arrows, but darts do less damage and they don't have a lot of HP. You also want some spiked walls with you, and these guys tend to spawn in these swampy areas, so make sure that the area is clear, because a lot of creatures in the area that are carnivorous will be aggressive towards it. As you can see, there is one right next to me. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to set my bola up. We're going to bola it, and then I am going to start darting it. So bola, as you can see, it does want to run away when you get too close to it, so then start darting it. Now the problem with this is the bola may break, so you might have to chase it around. There are probably other ways of doing this, but this is quite an easy creature to knock out. You might end up with this stupid glitch that doesn't allow you to shoot, which does affect how quickly you can put torpor on the sky. So now if you have access or the ability on the server to pick it up and move it to a safer area, I would totally do that. It's something you should consider, but I'm showing you this as if you didn't have that option. Now I do have a wyvern, but you can use whatever mount suits you. You do need a sturdy mount simply because of the area where it spawns. Once it's knocked out, what I like to do, as you can see, there's a dead titan boa, titano boa, I think is probably the better way of pronouncing it, that I killed. I did clear the area before I started recording, so that is what you'll want to do. So I'm just going to surround myself and my wyvern with the spiked walls, give myself a fair distance as I place these down, just because some creatures, some hostile creatures here in the swamp do have a fairly large attack square, if that makes, or area, if that makes sense. Now I'm gonna have to fly around and kind of clean up that titano boa. Now another problem you will encounter if you are with a flyer, especially a large flyer in these swampy areas, is it will not want to land just everywhere, and that's something to do with how the game sees the water. Flyers don't want to land in water. We've got a Sarco there, so thank God I've placed those spiked walls, because the Sarco is aggressive towards the Diplocaulus. I think I pronounced it right, I don't know. I mean, I don't really bother with this. I'm also going to show you why you'd want to tame this creature. It does have its uses, although there are better ways of getting that job done that this creature fills out. But you'll see later in the video what you can use it for. Alright, I'm going to make sure that there are no gaps in the spiked walls. And from this point forward, you just wait for it to starve out. Now, this is a high-level creature, as always, so I prefer the starving technique. I do recommend using Dodo Dex for this. It's an amazing app that you can get both for Android and Apple devices, and it will help with taming and breeding, so I totally recommend it. It's going to make a big difference. This is how much HP it's got. So, as you saw, not a lot of HP. You totally, definitely want to use the darts rather than the trank arrow. So we've got this guy tamed up. As you can see, I cannot ride it here, and I cannot pick it up. So you'll have to follow me. Now, if you have a flyer or a creature that can pick up other creatures, then use that. I'm going to use this wonderful pickup relic to pick it up and then kind of go on my merry way. We'll find an area and I'll show you what it can do. Alright, so I am at my base. You're going to have to make sure that you're not too heavy. You'll have to have it on follow, and then you want it to go into the water. As you can see, it has oxygen and then a number by it. That basically tells you how much oxygen this creature has. Do bear in mind that it does also consume oxygen when it is in the water, but you can ride it in the water and it does replenish your oxygen as you do ride it. You can also swim around it, and when you do run low on oxygen, you can go up to it and take oxygen. So as you can see, my oxygen is not really depleting. The Diplocaulus' oxygen is depleting. So basically it's acting as an oxygen tank. It's not necessarily a fast swimmer. It does not have a lot of HP, so I wouldn't go into dangerous areas with it. And you can use the scuba set later on, which is more effective and efficient. So I'm going to wait for my oxygen to deplete a tad bit, and then I'll show you that you can just press E to interact with it, and it refills my oxygen. Now this one, because it is a high level creature, it will have a lot more oxygen. So the higher the level, the more oxygen it will have. So if you do get this, I'd probably invest points in maybe a bit of speed for it, especially in the water, as well as HP as it's lacking, and of course oxygen, as that is important. That is pretty much it for this video, folks. I do hope that you have enjoyed it and found it useful and informative. If you have, please don't forget to support me on the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on this channel? Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos and content to the channel. Also, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this, of course, you can find down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment from myself. Until next time, stay safe, folks.